Oct with Ian Campbell on ABC Southeast.
In these times of diminishing bee populations, every bee colony counts. A new website is helping the general public and the industry manage bees by relocating colonies into proper hives. SwarmPatrol is a place where people can report a swarm of bees and have a local beekeeper respond. Andrew Gazowski is the fella behind it and joins us around the Southeast breakfast table. Well done, Andrew. This is a beaut website. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ian.
Where did the idea come from?
Oh, look, I've been a hobby beekeeper for some 30 years, and I've lost colonies myself where really the bee population around the world is a major decline. And I put myself up on some swarm lists and started collecting swarms some 3 years ago, and thought that the system was a little inefficient. So having a IT background and a software company, I decided that I can do something a little bit more efficient. And that's how the idea was born, and that's how the site was started.
I know, chatting to a number of local beekeepers here, finding a swarm is like finding gold. They're really interested to find these swarms and get them into their hives.
Oh, of course. I mean, beekeepers are very keen to relocate the bees and put them in their own home and make sure they don't go into people's walls and roof spaces.
So the general public are grateful for this service as well. There's a place to go now, because I imagine if you're in that situation, you've got a swarm of bees on your doorstep. What do? Now you know what to do.
Well, you just log on to the SwarmPatrol.com website and put the details in, and it sends text messages to the 3 nearest beekeepers, which makes it a very efficient service.
How many swarms have you been able to relocate so far since the website launched?
I think it's about 650.
I imagine for this to succeed, you need that network of local beekeepers to register and be a part of this, so that you've got people to respond.
It is. It's important to have the population of beekeepers around different areas. And at the moment, we have something like 1,200 beekeepers registered on the site worldwide.
So this is a global thing. This isn't just New South Wales, Victoria, or Australia. This is global.
Very much a global site. And if you have a look at the map on the website, you'll see there are little dots of beekeepers and swarms, and you can see the major populations of these, both in Australia, US, and Europe.
How on earth do you go about moving a swarm of bees, Andrew?
They're normally very docile. It's quite simple. You either have a bee box ready with some frames, or you can just even use a carton where you just shake them down. As long as the queen goes in there, they all follow, seal them up and take them to their new home. Is
the queen the bait, the leader, and the others will follow, or do you need to sort of tease them, tickle a bit into the box or wherever you want them?
No, queen is the key. Mm-hmm. They all follow the queen. If you have the queen in the box, they will all march into the box. They just literally march in.
Is the queen easy to spot?
No.
Right.
No, she is different. She's much larger, but when you're talking about sometimes 30,000, 40,000 bees, it can be difficult. Mm-hmm.
We touched on it at the start of our conversation, the decline in bee numbers. You're seeing that in your work?
Look, as I said, I'm just a hobby beekeeper, but even being a hobby beekeeper, yes, we are. There's generally around the world a colony collapse disorder. Insecticides in agriculture are grossly responsible for it. Pests, diseases. We've had in Australia recently small hive beetle, which has decimated a lot of hives.
Andrew, really appreciate the time this morning talking about SwarmPatrol, your new website. It's a great resource. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure.
Good on you. Bye-bye. Andrew Gazowski there, the fella behind SwarmPatrol. Check it out online.
ABC Southeast. Part of life with Jindabyne through 95.5 FM.